Hey guys, it's Bub here, and in this video we're taking a look at quite a unique Windows mod. This is Windows 4074. Now Windows 4074 is a quote low effort Windows community mod from around 2020 to 2021, so the COVID era, which is pretty much just a few modifications to Windows 7, but it is built on Windows 7 at its core. This seems to be dated back to July 27th, 2020, and was found on somebody's hard drive. So one of you actually recommended this to me in the comments of my Cobalt 10 video, which I uploaded last week. So because it was viewer recommended, I figured I had to take a look at it and see what Windows 4074 really brings to the table. It's always interesting to see these kind of quote lost mods because again, this was just found on somebody's hard drive. It seems like a potentially unfinished mod, maybe something like that they just found on their drive. But like I said, let's get this booted up and let's see what Windows has in store for us. All right, and just straight out of the box, setup looks pretty much like Windows 7. I really anticipate that this mod is going to basically just be Windows 7 with a few changes here and there, but let's test out that theory. So that's all we had to do, and now we're installing Windows. All right, and we're in the desktop environment, but I tried to install VMware Tools, but I keep getting this error that VMware Tools setup ended prematurely, so it doesn't look like we'll be getting the arrow effects today. But with that being said, let's take a look around and start with some of the files on the desktop. So on the desktop, we have two desktop.ini files, pretty standard for Windows 7. We then have a copy of Firefox, which I am curious to see what version of Firefox is this. This looks to be 7802, which I believe is an older version of Firefox. I don't know where to see the actual download link, but it is running on Windows 7, so it must be pretty old. Next, we have a README file. So welcome to Windows Mojave. This is interesting. In 2008, Microsoft released a campaign called the Mojave Experiment. People were invited to rant about how bad Vista was, and then they tested Mojave, which was a beta of Microsoft's next OS. They were then told that Mojave was actually Windows Vista. That's very interesting. So I guess this was the core of what was supposed to be Windows Mojave, but it never actually made it past the stage it's currently in. Over on the right side, we have our system clock, and then we have a little gallery here, which just shows the same background image that we have. Moving down to the taskbar, we have a show desktop button, which does hide the widgets bar. We have our system clock, we have speakers, and then blank items under our system tray. I'm not sure what's supposed to be there, but they're blank. As we move over to the left side of the taskbar, we do have Firefox, which you already looked at. We have File Explorer, we'll take a look at in a minute. And then an orange start button, which is really strange. I'm not sure why it's orange. Maybe it matches the Mojave theme. Once we open up the start menu, I just realized that it didn't actually give us an out-of-box experience and just created the username admin on the device, which is fine. I just didn't even think about that. I did see one unique thing, Login Studio. Oh, it looks like we can customize our login screen. That's kind of interesting. Interesting. But all right, let's go through all programs, see what else we have. So we have our typical Windows applications, obviously aside from Firefox. We then have our Windows accessories. We have games. Oh yeah, all the classic Windows 7 games that came with Ultimate, including Purple Place, Minesweeper. Looks very full there. Maintenance. Oh, Stardock. So that's what the Logon Studio application came from. And then under Startup, we have the Windows sidebar. So that's where the sidebar itself comes from as well. Let's take a look in the actual File Explorer here and see how much disk space we're using. So we actually don't have a bar under the C drive. We have to click on it and then it shows up. So we are using, let's take a look under properties, 10.5 gigs on a 59.8 gig disk, which means we have 49.3 gigs free. Not bad considering how big Windows installs are today, but I don't recall Windows 7 actually taking up this much space. The ISO itself is 3.38 gigs though, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at our task manager and our actual CPU RAM usage. So as for CPU usage, we're using typical Windows, so 0%. And then memory, we're using 610 megs, and I believe I gave this VM, 2 gigs. So not bad, average Windows 7 utilization. But remember, we're also not using Aero because I couldn't get the actual drivers installed. Let's take a look at Yep, just looks like there is one theme there, and it is the Windows 4074. And then the only place that it identifies itself as Windows 4074 is right there. I am curious if it does it on the lock screen. It actually doesn't. It doesn't have any text on the lock screen. It's just admin. And it has some like Windows Longhorn style sounds in there as well. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. With that being said, this is a brief overview of the forgotten Windows 4074. Let me know what you think about this ISO down in the comments below, and if you have any other ISOs you want me to take a look at, please also let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as I do all kinds of different technology videos, including device restorations. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.